So, welcome to part two of the first movie of Justice League. Yes, it's complicated, but it makes sense. So, automatically, you create this. So, this is so many billions of years ago or millions of years ago, how you want to prefer saying this and that, okay? So, automatically, this is that, okay? Boom. Now it goes to so many quantum years more ahead. You see this big spaceship, and you see these alien races, and they have cloaks and everything, and you just see them transforming. That the things that were, like example, 8 feet tall, they all of a sudden become like 6 feet. Okay, they shrink, and they landed, and they got the guaranteed permission to land on this planet. And this planet is, for example, the opposite of Earth. There's less land. There's more like Earth has a lot of oceans, viewer wise, but even more this one of here. Okay, so there's not as much. Like there's a bit of land with beautiful buildings coming out of the ocean and a bit on the land because land is precious, so they want to keep as much land as possible to enjoy it. And this planet's called Krypton. Okay, and when the alien race was coming in there, okay, they were meeting by the Kryptonians. And the Kryptonians, is a certain view, if I remember, it's John Burns' Krypton, is that they have like a big, humongous cloak around them. They have two little slices going through here that the arms comes out, example, but it's not real arms. It's like you kind of you don't know if it's real arms, how they look and everything, because when they shake the big people there, okay, let's call them. Okay, let's call them. You understand later on, okay? Let's call them. Oh no, I would not. I'm gonna call them Johnnies, okay, or Geos, okay. Let's call them Geos, okay. So the Geos have different hands, okay. They say 3 fingers and 2 thumbs. When the Kryptonians shake their hands transforms that it makes sense to shake their hands. And then and next to them, the Iranians, okay, the Ran, okay, well from Lan Ran, and they're not humanoid. No, they're not humanoid. Now they're humanoid but alien. They don't look like us at all, like skin tone, whatever this and that. You know, they have more like different features and everything. Yes. Now back to the Kryptonians. Kryptonians have a big helmet, so you don't know how they look inside. Is it because they're germophobic, phobic? Is it because are they humanoid or not humanoid? Are they? We don't know. Are they small? Are they smaller than they're supposed to be? We don't know. They're hidden. The high technology and everything. Okay. And there's the Rands there. Okay. Now Rands probably let's make them the purple colors with a little bit of horns here and there and then whatever. Okay. So this alien race called the Geos. Okay. They have only they have a humongous spaceship. Okay. A mother Earth of spaceship because their planet got destroyed by the apocalypse, okay, which is dark side, okay, it's apocalypse planet and everything, and the apocalypse were able to create something to go out of the pocket universe, go to other, and they created a machine that it's all metal and it elopes the planet, and it takes and absorbs all the organic. They don't want the planet; they want the organic material in there to create a stronger force to fight for them, that when they get out of it, they have a better chance of escaping this and that. So, and this planet, let's say called Geo, later on I'm going to explain who they are because I want to surprise you guys. It's going to be soon. Part two, really, okay? It's part two of the movie. So the Geos, I love it now. Geos, yeah. So they're explaining us, look, our planet is already destroyed. Darkseid, which is now, he's the king because his father he's part of the Source Wall. Darkseid, like a comic book, he kills his mother, take the throne, and he's creating these mini armies that they're able to escape, and they're able to work. Yes, and they work with, and I have it somewhere around here. The detail. Oh yeah, the Citadel. Remember the ones the Omega Men? Okay, Citadels. Okay, it's from two different alien races. It's the Bronx against the Okarana, whatever, and to together genes they create the Citadel. Well, Darkseid, he's the one who did it. Yes, yeah, my version. Okay, he sent Darkseid on there with the what's it called, those witches there, those female Furies and all that. They got inflicted and they got involved in this and that, and they were the ones who created them So there are the outside forces that helps Darkseid without them knowing it or do know it, that they have, that's their friends, kind of sent outside of the pocket universe. Okay. So, anyways, back to the thing. Where was I? Wait a minute. So back what I was before. So now what happens on that planet of Krypton? Okay, you have the Kryptonians. You don't know how they look, and I love it that way. Okay, because they're gonna die. Who cares, right? They're all gonna die except Superman. But there's a reason for whatever it is. Okay, the Rands and this alien race. Let's call them Geos for now. Okay, so they're telling them, look, our way is this. We know that the apocalypse, people from the Popolinians or Darkseid's army and everything, they're going. The trajectory is going towards this way. And I'll tell you later, it's heading towards Earth at the same time, but nobody knows about this thing, okay? So it goes, Ran and Kryptonian, one of you guys is going to be next, and this and this. They're going to try to infiltrate you up, because mostly Ran first, then it'll be Kryptonian. So if you guys help each other out, you have a good chance of both surviving, you know? So they go, no problem, yeah, they're going to stand. But the Kryptonians, of course, and these people, they give them the information, and they end up leaving because they're pursued always. Even every warning they give each planet, they give, who survived, who got destroyed, Darkseid's armies are going after them because they're fed up of them. They always make it more difficult for them. And the Darkseid has having more losses than they ever have. And also these Geos have a prophecy that their created son will be the savior and the death of Apocalypse and Darkseid. Well, not Darkseid, but Apocalypse completely. Okay. So they leave because they have to take off because they're hot on trail. Somebody's gonna follow them. So now what happens? Rand and Kryptonians, and this is a part like I can agree with John Byrne. The Kryptonians cannot leave their planet. They have high technology and everything. So the same thing. Rand has a different thing. Their production level of creating new generations, they're losing it. So what happens, they both need each other. Ryan has to increase the population of their planet, and Kryptonians, if they're able to escape their planet, so they're both like technology, they're trying to help each other out, okay? And so that's their reason, and then I'll say so what happens, and the Kryptonians, there's no such thing as twins. Okay? Their cells do not create twins. It creates one generation after another generation, this and that, but they cannot create twins, and it's not. So, Joel's brother, okay, he's a giant, like with Jor-El, which is the father of Superman. His uncle, which is Superman's uncle or his brother of Jor-El, he's a scientist, okay? So he's able to create all these genes, and like the Superman. I'm following the John Byrne version because I love it, okay? That they have science creating kids and this and that, okay? So he's able to, so he has all these genes of his future generations, and he still wants his daughter to be the way the daughter's supposed to be. So he was able to create, like the other people he has, but he was able to split the cells to make a duplicate. And same thing with everybody else, because they didn't want to get involved the tradition, everything. So now he was able to create twins, kind of sense. And all the doubles, or people knew about it or didn't know about it, they're giving it to the Rands. So with that, they could experiment on them with their genes and their DNAs to that the next generation, if it works, they can actually escape the Krypton and be outside the Krypton without dying and everything, and their chances of fighting for the planet's savior to save the planet Krypton from Darkseid is easier. And 9 minutes, okay, it's not bad. So that's the whole thing. So Ryan and Kryptonians are getting involved, and they're helping each other out. They became like blood brothers because they don't know how many years, okay, let's say human term, how many years or centuries it might be before Darkseid helps, or how advanced are the Geos to give them that advice, you know? So they're trying to help each other out with technologies and that. And the rest will be later on. Back on Earth, and now this has millions of years, right? From the past, right? Because Krypton is still alive. Back on Earth, Earth has got infiltrated by the female Furies. On the female Furies, okay, they have science, okay, that they're able to change their molecules, their DNA cells, almost close to a perfect T. If you know what you look at, you know they're not 100% humans. And if they're in Krypton, they look like Kryptonians. If they're on Rand, they look like the Rands because their technology is they're able to alter their bodies. Because don't forget, the apocalypse and with Darkseid and with his father Yoga, with those times they were all with the different I say alien races and everything. So they were able to steal technology or know their technology and make their technology better advanced, or take their blood, their DNA cells and everything to make to make themselves stronger and this and that, whatever, okay? So the female Furies look humanoid now, okay? So all of a sudden you see there's like six, the female Fatale, which is, of course, Granny Goodness, there's Bertha, there's Mad Harriet, there's Lasheen, there's Gelatina, and there's Stompa, okay? But they look humanoid, okay? So you don't know how they'll really look. How's their okay? How says if they're not if they look like, if they go back to Apocalypse, how they really look we don't know. Yes, so it's kind of, they look humanoid because that's their job right now, because they're trying to be humans, scientists, and Desad is there too, okay? And the whole story, because I'm sorry, 11 minutes and all that. The whole story of this whole thing is that they're in this secret base. Example, let's say Star Lab, okay? And Darkseid goes there, goes, look, Darkseid wants this planet soon, this and that, and goes, I have created a perfect robot to destroy, kill as many Justice League and or these Justice League didn't exist yet. Okay, sorry, these superhero as much as possible. So when Darkseid comes here, the forces will be so weak we can conquer it so easily and take all their DNA, organic DNAs and everything, and create a powerful force that we could actually destroy New Genesis and actually escape the pocket universe and start conquering the universe, you know? So the female Furies, which is of course Grandy Goodness, she's the main lead. Goes, no, your project doesn't work. This is that. It's not good enough, sufficient as that. Ours is a bit better than yours. And his project is called Amazo. So what happened is he goes, no, that's mine, it's perfect. Goes, no, so he leaves. He goes back to his lab. He works for another company. He doesn't work for Star Lab. Let's say he works for Omega, whatever. So he works there, and because he creates little mini mother boxes, and their job is to disappear, and go to superheroes and steal their DNA. Come back, and those DNA goes into this organic form, which creates Amazo, okay? So he gets Superman, he gets Aquaman, he gets this, he gets that and that. So now he creates Amazo. Now now Granny Goodness doesn't want Goodness does see now. Okay, I have 2 more minutes. I'm gonna try to finish it. So the whole story is that Granny wants this project to be cancelled because they want to do theirs. Okay, which I'm not gonna tell you another time what's their project. Okay. And D-Side goes, no, because she wants to dethrone me. She wants to be higher than me. She wants to be in the favor of Darkseid. I go, I ain't gonna make that happen. I'm gonna go ahead. Now, what's different from the comic book is Amazo, once it gets formed and everything, D-Side is a centerpiece of the robot. So he becomes Amazo, okay? So he becomes Amazo because he wants to feel that power, the urge, like, power obsolete, right? So he feels all the power and everything. So the first thing he does, he goes there, okay, I'm going to go there. He goes, nah, because I feel like a real god. Now I know how Darkseid feels. And he probably thinks what time he's going to be. Because if he starts killing at least the so-called members, the DNA he has on 6-7 people, he goes, and he feels all that energy and he's getting more. He feels like he's already a genius. And his brain is like, wow, there's other information he didn't ever thought of. Fighting skills and sequences and this and that. So he's getting a rush of power, like a drug power. So he goes, I'm going to confront and try to kill the first most powerful person, which is Superman, which was his error, because he should have killed the weakest fast, until there's one left, So he goes for Superman. So Superman, he's doing a commentating, and everybody goes, yeah, I saved this plane, this and that. And all of a sudden, Amazo gets there, grabs Superman, and he throws him live TV and everything. So all the other superheroes who are because there's reports by Lois Lane and everything that appear. They're talking about Aquaman and this person and Batman and this Wonder Woman and stuff from different countries, different worlds, this and that. You know, but they're not a team. Even Cyborg, whatever. And so what happens? Yeah, me, I had somebody else besides Cyborg, but I'm gonna follow the trend. Okay. Oops, sorry about that, guys. So automatically, all these people, when they see Superman is getting a beating, because okay, Amazo has Superman, Aquaman, Cyborg power. It has maybe even Batman, who knows, Wonder Woman easily, because he has at least 10 powers besides his main Justice League and other ones. So you can make like appear like other powers. You're like, oh my god, this is that person. This is the what's called Clayface or this or that, whatever superpower. But I'd rather make it a hero kind of sense, okay? And there's a reason for that. So this guy is doing all this. He's morphing and he's fighting Superman. He's getting untangible and he's doing this and that. And Superman's getting a beating, you know, like he's getting. So all of a sudden, Aquaman gets involved, Wonder Woman gets involved, Batman gets involved, and they're fighting to a point that they even Cyborg and all that, and the Flash, of course, the Flash is good there. But of course, Amaze, don't forget, he has all their powers and more. He has a couple more superheroes that I could actually add into it. I just thought of it now that you can't figure out. Oh, like what's called the guy of the Outsider, Mephisto, the guy who has half rock, half water, half earth, whatever. You could put his power in there, or Plastic Man, whatever. So you could stretch, whatever, create an arm that he's able to create any weapon with one hand of the arm and this and that. Until the point, bring together, they're able to kind of kill or destroy Amazo, not knowing that Darkseid isn't there or the thing was alive or not. So Darkseid ends up dying with Amazo. When before the DSAD, I see not Darkseid, DSAD, sorry, DSAD, before he dies, and he's like he's all injured and everything because the fighting was really rough and everything. Who knows? They might throw him in a nuclear reactor and full blasted and radioactive thing. Superman inside and just whack until So he probably is getting a nuclear poisoned, whatever. So DSAD goes there. Goes there. My life is worth for my big lord Apocalypse. Goes there. You guys goes there. Maybe I failed. Maybe my sisters are right. What's her name? Granny Goodness. But they're gonna succeed, and if not, the plan that we succeeded to damage the humans goes. You humans fighting against humans goes there. Goes Apocalypse is gonna win at the end, and Darkseid he's gonna make a statue of me to because of how I fought very loyal to him, and goes my death is worth it, and he dies. Boom. So now now they created the Justice League. So Batman goes, okay, look, you guys, we have to stick together. Goes, what do you mean? Goes, we have to be a team. Goes, well, we're a team? Goes, yeah, we have to be a team. Because it's not the end. That means if this is just a prototype, what else do they have in hand? And what is this about humans fighting humans and the humans, our humans will destroy you human? And goes, and who's this Darkseid and everything? So they goes, we have to get together. We have to solve this problem. This and that. And then goes there, and the goes first thing. So Batman goes there. The first thing that and DSAD still has his lab thing, and he sees the things is called Oracle or whatever. It goes okay. Goes we have to find out, and then boom, then you see Granny Goodness and her female fatale. He goes, damn it, that DSAD ruined everything. And now goes we have to speed up and everything. Goes why? We have to do nothing. Goes what? Let's call those lame villains to go there and destroy the lab completely so there's no evidence, nothing. He goes, oh yeah, shoot. What do they call themselves? Oh, the Injustice League. Boom. Part 2. Ciao guys, see you later. And that's it.